Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 11th episode of Persona 5 the animation. So, last episode, we went to Shinjuku, red light district, got to have some fun there. Ryuji had maybe a bit less fun than Ren did, but, we went there to speak to the journalist to pretty much get the name of the evil bank mafia dude. So that's what we did there. Also met a fortune teller. Well, didn't really talk to her much. She just kind of said, gave a bit of a warning for Ryuji. It didn't help much though. Also, yeah, she's probably a social link, and we got another social link girl, which was Shogi girl. Don't think we might have got a name from her. I don't remember her name though. But she seemed nice enough as well. Seemed like she wasn't a big fan of her current circumstances, but that's kind of the theme with a lot of social things. You have to help them with the current problem they have. So obviously she has some sort of problem that we'll help with. Well, maybe if it gets into the, I assume it'll get into all the social link stuff probably just very quickly, like it did with Ryuji stuff. But yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, we found out Kanashiro's name, his location, what he thinks of his palace, and all that good stuff. So now we can actually go inside of it. Although we actually haven't talked to Kanashiro himself, which is a change of the pattern because this is the first time we've ever been able to get all the information without actually going to the guy himself. So that's interesting. And yeah, I think that's all I really had to say before we go into it. We have a floating bank we have to get into somehow. I'm not sure how they're going to manage that. Maybe Morgana can become a bird or a plane next. I guess we'll see. So let's get into it. Three, two, one, play. Oh yeah, Makoto also blackmailed herself into the group. Oh, and Akechi revealed that he's a metaverse user. Not that anyone's seen to pick up on that, but... Yeah, would you happen to know who the Phantom Thieves are by any chance? You didn't hide your reaction very well there, Makoto. He's sharp, I'll pick up on that. But yeah, I can see what her trigger is. I guess she wants to break out of her good girl, do what adults tell me shell. Is that little Makoto? Aw. Wow, she was so different than she is now. But yeah, the dad's obviously no longer in the picture, so yeah. And yeah. And that's when everything changed for Makoto. We're gonna have an awkward sister dinner. You need me to give you a massage? That's nice, I guess. No, that doesn't. Uh, I didn't exactly say that. Tell us how you really feel. Oh my god, you were just... Yeah, that's putting it mildly. Makoto did nothing wrong there, and you just tore into her. Like, trying to make her feel bad for existing there near the end. Ugh. I know, I said awkward sister dinner, but I didn't think it'd get that awkward. So clearly difference of opinions on the Phantom Thieves here, as well as their father. Makoto seems to want to uphold her father's sense of justice, whereas Sai seems to be more of like, a sense of justice got him killed, so screw that, I'll do my own justice. With blackjack and hookers. So yeah, they seem to be butting heads a bit. Which made things awkward when she finds out she's a Phantom Thieves member. I mean, she's not really one yet, but she's going to be one. You know, actually, we do get to see what Makoto's outfit looks there, just very briefly. It looks like it's I didn't get a good enough look at it, but it does look like somewhat similar to the band's. Just black. Oh, good. And it's like I'm watching Josh and Chan dropkick all of a sudden. Can you? Oh. A lot of use you are. Maybe Makoto's persona can do something? I don't know. I mean, she wouldn't unlock it until we go in there anyway, so I guess it'd be a moot point. Him, a broken ATM machine. Probably just took all his money until he was broken and had nothing left to give. I don't think I've ever felt bad for an ATM machine before. And there's no shortage of them. It's all probably basically like students at various schools, including ours. Yeah, I don't see how you're gonna get up there. Like, if Morgana can't transform, oh, we can't pull it down. Or maybe you... why would you do that to me? I saw that midriff and just... Makoto, you're smart. Can you come up with a solution to this? I don't think a motorcycle could take us there. I guess we could try. Didn't look like the kind of girl that would like a motorcycle, but... yeah, she's still unhappy with her. Yeah, that's another trigger for her. Yeah, she's gonna lash out eventually. People just keep pushing her. Uh, what are you planning? Yeah, we need to follow her. She's gonna do something stupid, isn't she? She's probably not thinking rationally anymore. Yeah, she's scheming something. Take me to your leader, basically. Catch up, please. Huh, well that was easy. Well, yeah, that's not a smart move. I guess we're gonna meet Kanashiro one way or the other. Customer. Probably should hide that phone a bit better than that, but We in a strip club now? Well, got girls, but no, that's probably Kaneshiro. Uh, Sony. I probably don't have to tell him twice. Yeah, for some reason. Let's not, okay? Yeah, she was being a little bit reckless here. Hopefully the rest of the gang shows up soon. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't. I wouldn't expect that. He doesn't talk much. Uh, of course, we interrupted. Not like I want to see her naked or anything. I don't be silly. The one and only. Who just whips out that big thing of cash. Probably more cash in that suitcase than I've seen in my life. uh, I don't feel bad about that. And take the money out of her shirt and put it back. He means he's going to extort money out of you. And now he's got the blackmail material to do it. It's not. It's not really. Take the phone from him, quick. I guess that depends on if your parents have it. I know mine would never. Well, we were already gonna try to take him down, so it doesn't change that much, but we just have kind of a time limit now. You could be useful in plenty of ways, Makoto. I mean, you're a student council president, so it's a bit surprising that you'd feel useless at all. In a show like this, where there's lots of worse people, I can't see you as that bad of a person, Makoto. So it looks like they've made up, so that's nice. Now kiss. Yes, you can't understand what he says, but he's a very important member of the team. You're saying a lot again, Ryuichi. Oh? But... Okay, but that doesn't... How would we get up there? Be like a flying ATM machine? Makoto's perspective. Just talking to a cat. Things are all insane. That's great. Yeah, she'll become a Persona user soon enough. It's a scary place, but she doesn't get a costume yet, does she? Yeah. Get it right. Yeah, she doesn't have her costume yet because she isn't a Persona yet. I don't think he likes getting that same response every time. I do love her outfit. She's a very confused girl right now. Random, man, a few words as always. Basically, yeah. She's a lot smarter than you are, since you're a moron. You give me plenty of courage, Anne. In other words, that's all the confirmation you need to believe that your father would have supported them. Okay, so I guess it just lowers the welcome mat. Okay, that's one way to get up there. You figured there'd be a giant slide to take us there. I don't believe you. I don't think that would help that much against shadows, but you could try. We're here to borrow all of your money, please. You may or may not pay it back. Probably not. Wow, is he short? He looks only slightly more evil than the normal version. That would be insane. I bet you do. Of course. We have the same family name, so... And besides, if Akechi's involved with this in some way, Akechi knows Sai, so that could be the connection. I don't think that's going to happen. Is it? Is that a turn-on for a lot of people? I mean, I'm sure she could do that, but let's have it be Plan B. Unless, of course, I'm the first and only customer, then maybe I could agree to that, but otherwise, no. Oh, here we go. Persona time? Yep. Yes. Here we go. Trying to get another female Persona user. I do enjoy their transformations the best. Just that saliva. Yes, cast off that mask. Even though it's a cool looking mask. Doesn't get any easier though. That part. So, oh. Is... It is actually a motorcycle. That is so cool. I didn't know you were a biker girl. That's good to know. I guess personas can be inanimate objects. Cool. Obviously foreshadowed earlier. I love the spikes too. Nice touch. Johanna. Just Johanna, if you ever want a break, she can ride me instead. Just saying. And also, I want to ride Johanna, so we can just all kind of take turns. Oh, wow. Nice camera angle there. Stab him with the shoulder. Oh, a voodoo doll attack. Yeah, you're not a nice girl. You're a bad girl. A biker girl. I guess that would be kind of the opposite of her good at Yushu's act, so I guess it's a pretty good choice. Yeah, not going as planned, is it? Kind of Shiro. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but I do like how they put money in his name. Everybody, ride my... Oh, they don't get to ride on it? That's fine. Could you imagine being able to sit on that bike behind her, just holding her so you don't fall off, just tightly? That would just be the best. I bet. Since you really, let loose there for a bit. Yes. She'll never let you ride her motorcycle if you do. Is your sister? Oh, no. I couldn't help but notice you were inside of my palace earlier. But yeah, you wouldn't know that. Quite unexpected, I guess. Unless you watch the opening in ED, I guess. Well, it could be good or bad depending on how we leverage it. But I do think Akechi will be the reason why they discover the metaverse. You don't want to be like her sister, man. She's pretty mean. And that time came at dinner a little bit ago. Yeah, I like the principal. More importantly, a very sexy outfit and a cool persona. But yeah, I'm with you, man. We needed more girls on this team. I mean, I'm not much of a diversity person, but do we need more girls on this team? Because it just looked like a reverse harem with just it being Anne. And yeah, I think this is the final Persona user where I actually know they're going to be part of the Phantom Thieves, because they're the five in the ED. Everybody else, I'm not sure because I try not to try not to pay too much attention to the opening, because I think they're all there in the opening, like all of them, but I don't think we'll get many more. I mean, five seems to be a good number. It is five, right? Ryuji, Morgana, Ren, and Yusuke. Maybe it's more than five. Maybe it's like six. One, two, three, four. Yeah, six. I keep that wanting to count the cat though. Yeah, you can't see. Yeah, you can see her spikes. I've really noticed that before. Yeah, because she's like kind of the furthest away from the camera. And I guess I'll let my cat out while this plays. I have returned. We have a... Oh, Memento. So it's not a sex dungeon, never mind. So I guess Mementos is just that we go to every once in a while periodically. Probably like a grinding area in the game. Oh yeah, we haven't given her a code name yet. Spike. I'll call you Spike. No. That was oddly close to my guess. That's a bit too much like, hey, what? What? You distracted me, Makoto. That wasn't cool. Uh, like, I mean, I guess it fits. I mean, I can't think of a better name. But I did kind of like Spike a bit better, I'll admit. But I like how what we ended off on was that we had to figure out a code name before we could end up the episode. That was very important. So yeah, that was the 11th episode of Persona 5: The Animation. And this episode was basically a Makoto focus episode, really, because first of all, we got to see that scene with her and her sister just really went off on her. Like that was really uncalled for. Like that was put in mildly. She just like, you're just a disgusting leech that just doesn't contribute anything. You just here and have to take care of you. That's the only reason you can say these stupid things that I disagree with. I mean, who do you think you are, just being a high school student like this? Just yeah, that was really messed up. Honestly, that actually just made me dislike Sai a little bit, to be honest. Because I wasn't, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of her before, but I was more or less neutral. But that kind of put it down to the negative. I'm sure she can recover from that, depending on how the story goes. But right now, I have kind of a negative opinion after that, because that really was not cool, not at all. Just, I kind of wanted to give Makoto a hug after that, really. But anyway, yeah, this episode was kind of a boiling point for Makoto, because she kept being called, useless, a goody two shoes that just does what she's told. She's, a meek little nothing. Just really, when none of that's true, she just kind of putting on a front, a mask, a persona, if you will. So this episode was really about her really trying to overcome that, trying to pull off that mask and become who she always wanted to be, which obviously that's a big theme with all of these personas. And she ended up having a very reckless strategy because she kind of snapped a little bit. And that strategy was very reckless. Like, I know she wanted to be a bit more proactive and helping and being useful, but still, I'm sure there was a better way to deal with that than throwing yourself into the lion's den like that. Like, if they hadn't arrived when they did, you can easily imagine how that scene would have went, which it would have been more enjoyable for me than it would have been for Makoto, but for Makoto it would have been very bad. So, yeah, luckily they did show up, though, and it wasn't too bad. However, Kaneshiro now has blackmail material, and he's trying to extort money out of them because of that. Big shocker there. I mean, that shouldn't surprise anyone that the character that extorts money from people would do that to the main characters. Stupid nose keeps itching. But basically, yeah, that's what we had to deal with now. He's trying to get them to pay him back by, using their bodies and all that, which is a pretty common way of doing it, really. And that, I guess that could work out maybe eventually if he honors the agreement, which he probably wouldn't anyway. But the point is, we'd rather not come down to that, so hopefully we can change his heart and make it where that's no longer an issue. So it'll be very interesting to see when we get that scene of him confessing his sins, because, he's not really like a teacher or anything like that, so he doesn't really have the kind of, he's not really two-faced like people like Kamoshida and Madarame was. He's just a straight-up bad guy. Just a matter of the police probably can't pin anything on him like you would usually have, the kind of situation you usually have with mafia bosses and stuff. So he's just a very different villain in a lot of ways than everyone else, so this should be an interesting round nonetheless. And it's just, yeah, I guess it'd be nice if we could actually use the money inside the bank in real life to buy stuff. We probably can't. It probably wouldn't work that easily, because it would kind of break the game if you could do that, But, yeah, he's the kind of shows apparently acquainted, well, maybe not acquainted, he knows about her sister, probably because of Akechi, I think is kind of the implication there. Because Takechi probably has his fingers in everyone's pots as far as the story goes, so he's probably connected to all the bad guys one way or the other. Well, maybe not Kamoshida, but maybe not Madarame either, but probably Kaneshiro and the ones after this. I don't know how many villains we'll have after this, really. I just know that we have the casino one eventually, which we don't know who that is, but I'm 80% sure that it was, what was his name? Shido? I want to say it was the one guy. I'm pretty sure he's the leader of the bank, of the casino palace. So, yeah, we'll probably have at least one in between the bank and that one. At least one in between there. Probably at least one or two after that. I'm just throwing out guesses at this point, but the point is, Kanashiro was the current bad guy we're dealing with. We finally had Makoto have her persona, and her persona is awesome. Like it's a straight up bike. I like how I had a close up on its face, so you couldn't really tell what the form was yet until it gave the big reveal that it's actually it's the bike, which was which was foreshadowed by her seeing the bike on a commercial or whatever. And I thought I kind of joked that she would she wanted it, but I didn't think she wanted it that badly. But she must really want it a lot. That's the form her persona took. I can drink my water real quick. What's left of it. But yeah, I think out of all the personas, that one is like the best, like straight up. And I really like Makoto's outfit as well. It's obviously skin tight in a somewhat similar manner to Anne's. I was gonna open for something a bit more revealing, but still, it looks really good on her. I like the spikes. I like how good she looks in it. I like how good her butt looks in it. More importantly, I think we got one good shot of that near the end there during the whole codename segment. It actually kind of distracted me for a bit, so I kind of missed some of the spitballing ideas for the name. But still, that was very high quality, so I really can't complain about that outfit. I can't do it. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, that should be all that's really worth mentioning with the episode. Oh, we had it was really funny when she didn't understand what Morgana was saying, so they were just talking to a cat from her perspective, and we just heard them meowing. That was pretty great. I'm glad they added that in there. Which, that should have been what Akechi heard, but no, he heard Morgana talking about a pancake-shaped building. So, yeah. And Kanashiro he's just a grade A bad guy. He just whips out that big thing of cash, shoves a bunch of money in his girl's shirt, and says, okay, I'm upset because this money is missing now, which is totally not my fault, by the way, it's everybody else's. So it's your obligation, your responsibility to give me this money back. It's like, wow, dude, you are a real piece of work. But yeah, so I guess next episode we'll have fun exploring the bank. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.